being an automotive YouTuber is really quite difficult. Honestly, it really is. When things go wrong, you kind of got to pick yourself back up. And in the last video, it really did go wrong. However, thanks to my dear father, and actually my uncle, they really helped me out this time. So, the helicoils are in. Check out the video. So over at the old man's workshop, we first of all had to drill out the original threads, using a hoover to ensure that none of the swarf ended up in the engine. This is a bit of a team effort. My father, the old man himself, and my uncle. Give us a wave, Chris. So the old thread has been removed. And there you see the, I'm not sure what you're going to call it, but the thread cutter. So basically this makes a deeper thread than the helicoil itself. Now, some people are going to be panicking because it's attached to the pillar drill here, but my old man's clever chap. The reason we did this, and as you can see, he's just turning it by hand, is to ensure that this thread cutter is directly going in, rather than going in at an angle. So that's why we've done it like this. Then simply release it from the chuck. At this point, it's all by hand, turning it left and right, ensuring that the swarf is coming out as you're doing it. Pretty lucky to have a chap like this as a father. Now, here comes a helicoil. So a helicoil is slightly smaller in thread size than what's just been drilled out, obviously, so it actually fits. So the kit itself came with this nice little tool you had to attach to it, and as you can see, you just thread it in. So there we go. The thread is going into the thread to make a thread. Ensure you've got it absolutely perfect. Bit further. Then you're done. And it had this really weird thing that you had to crack in the bottom. What? Like that. And then, of course, that means that is within the engine, so you had to really give it shape and out the plot. Perfect. There we go. Fitting a helicoil.
There goes your bolt.
Yes! Which will no longer slip.
Which will no longer slip.
We hope.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Okay.
There we go. So helicoil is in there now, as you can see. Now, interestingly, when I brought it back and actually started looking, you could see this one has also been helicoiled. Not really surprising, being this car was actually originally built in 1988. I'll tell you why it's difficult being an automotive YouTuber. Well, in my case anyway. So I have a full-time job. This is my hobby. Each time I record a video, it takes about 8 hours, believe it or not. Honestly, 8 hours. So sometimes I'm just tired. And when an issue happens, God, blimey, it does knock it out of you. However, I'm back. And I really want to get this done because I just can't wait to actually get on with the body work. Now, I know you've seen reboarding an engine before, so I'm going to skip quite a lot of it. If you haven't, however, watch that video wherever I put the link. There were a few things that I'd actually missed, which I'm quite pleased now that I've actually had to rebuild this again. One of them, thank you very much. I'll put your name here, if I can work out how to do that. Mentioned that I forgot the washers on the head, and I probably would have had to take, not the head off necessarily, but I probably would have had to loosen off the bolts to put on the washers, and I put it back down. Not sure if that probably wouldn't have broken the actual gasket, but still, thank you very much. I have now dug out those washers, and I will be putting them back on, so cheers. Someone else actually told me that I probably didn't need to take the head off. I could have actually probably drilled down and put the helicoil in. You're right. when I was really thinking about it, you probably could. I just really want to make sure this is right. Others will probably say, look, you're wasting your money, but I want to make sure that I've done this right. And I wanted that helicoil to go in dead straight. The only way that me and my dad could work out was to do it was actually use this pillar drill to actually make sure it is nice and straight. So look, we've done it right, which is quite surprising for me. No, I'm going to take that back. I am doing all this right, not cutting corners. So I'll start building out this, and I might give you a bit of an update as we go about other ideas. By the way, Merry Christmas to me already. Ran out of space for tools. Difficulty is, after the little incident I had, kind of put me off a little bit. So sometimes you just got to get back on that horse. But my horse has, no, I'm going to quickly change that analogy because I was going to say dropped one or two. Horse. I've got to find all the parts again because basically I kind of lost the plot. So I'll start building out this once I've found all the parts. Here I go again. Nervous? No, I've done this already. Once. Brand new head gasket. Again. On. Not forgotten. Subscriber-wise, now, I think we have quite a lot of people who are watching this who aren't subscribed. Come on. This is probably the best YouTube channel you've ever visited. Is it not? All you need to do is click that little button, subscribe. Why not tap that notification? So you can watch me do this whenever I release a video, which at the moment is every other week. So, support Renault 5 rebuild. And now I'm going to get back with the engine. This is a monumental step. So I have to put that back in there. And it is locking. Yes! Done. 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 Yes! Look at that. Thank goodness. All done up. Not to talk spec because not yet. I just want to make sure this is all right. Right. I actually don't know what I'm supposed to be doing now because I got to a point where I wasn't before, which is brilliant. Right. Let me go through my little manual. Happy chap. Until next time. Cheers.